we're watching a Dyer-Situation. Today I am seeing the Peanuts movie. This is a movie about the Peanuts. It's a new CG full-length movie cartoon based on the comic strip called The Peanuts by Charles Schulz. I used to read it all the time as a kid, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I used to read it all the time as a kid. It was a nice comic book, comic strip. I like some of the other movies, like the Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas. I like that one. The other specials they did, I like a little less, but not like a whole lot less, just more like, they're okay, kind of less. Like Snoopy Come Home and that Halloween one, the Grand Pumpkin or whatever. Yeah. This movie, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like a straight homage, and I don't think it's going to be super great, and I don't think it's going to be bad either. I think it's just going to be, it's going to be alright. Not expecting anything phenomenal from it, though. So, yeah. Alright, I liked it. That's the short story, but one of the interesting things that a lot of people brought up and that I neglected to mention during the beginning is that this film has gotten notoriety mostly because of its animation style. It's kind of a weird hybrid between 3D and 2D animation, where they have 3D models for all the characters and backgrounds and all that, but facial expressions and certain other things are printed in 2 dimensions. You have to kind of see it in order to understand what I mean. And it's an interesting effect, and interesting way to go about it too, because of course these days, for whatever reason, you can't make an actual 2D animated movie. I don't get it. It looks old to people, I guess. I hear Disney is no longer doing that ever, or something. But I don't get it. It's just a different style. I don't know. But anyway, it looks alright. For whatever reason, this movie has a 3D option, and I can't imagine why. This looks like the least 3D movie I've ever seen, but besides the point, this movie isn't awesome. Like, it's not like greatest animated film of the year, but it's got heart. It feels sort of like a Charlie Brown movie, and I liked it. Honestly, to be honest, I think I'd like a series of this. You know, I think this is the kind of movie where, you know, it's not going to provide like incredibly high thrills or anything, or deep morals or anything in each of the movies, but the movies themselves are entertaining and watchable and satisfying. So I wouldn't mind seeing like a series of this. And since it's Blue Sky Studios, I presume if this thing makes $1, it's going to get 10 more movies to it. The pre-cartoon that came with this was hinting that there's an Ice Age 5 on its way, which is slightly concerning. I'm not sure how much longer they can milk that if they're actually going for Ice Age 5, but as for this, definitely plausible. All the characters are portrayed correctly, as far as I'm concerned. Charlie Brown is as depressing as hell, but they understand that that there's a good aspect to his character too, and that's kind of why he wins the moral side in the end of everything. There's a formula to Charlie Brown. I know. I'm a nerd. And, you know, I think for fans of the old cartoons and stuff, this will be fine. It carries some references to them, and references to the strip as well, and it did its job. I can't really blame it or anything. It's a good movie. So yeah, a little more for kids, I'd say, than just like fun for the whole family. A little more leaning on the side of just for kids, but there's stuff for adults in there too, a little. So yeah, that is my glowing review for Peanuts movie. And until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching A Dire Situation.